Okay, let's get going. Notifications posted everywhere. Thinking I'm going to work on my campaign. If I get tired this time, I'm probably just going to work on a character. Like, building character ideas is fun. And I realize that's what I should have done yesterday, although I'm not sure I would have been in the mood for even that. I was so exhausted yesterday. It was ridiculous. I really do hate how exhausted I've been lately. Oh, right. You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm going to... I still need to update this so now it loops infinitely. But yeah, I need to log out and just set up game systems update. Might as well update D&D 5th edition. Optional note for backup. Probably adds... Probably adds... Shaman... No, that's not what they're called. Animist. And... Exemplar. There we go. I think that's not what I'm supposed to do there, but who cares? Okay, now I can switch back to here. So, I realize now, the thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go through and add in, all of the base characters. Why do I have 2 parties? Yeah, okay. This is cool. I haven't actually looked at this sheet yet. Okay, their exploration activities. Cool. You can use the first spell. Someone else's spell book. Isn't this one... Yeah, this one's from that one class. Wait 10 minutes, attempting counteract check against your Soul Forge Corruption. What book is this from? Secrets of Magic, got it. Yeah, this is probably core, yeah. Using the travel speed rules, you don't need to attempt a survival check. River Tracks is a single action, doesn't have the exploration trait. You attempt survival check for your track genuine. Survival DC if it's higher than the normal DC to track. Anyway. Well, at least there's an exploration mode. Here's a downtime activities. Gossip. Grow. Grow an item from a living thing, most commonly a plant. Oh. Treasure vault. Interesting. I don't like certain level-based things. You have an initiate, attendant, or conversant. You are an initiate, attendant, or conversant, and you branch level for either your primary or secondary branches. 2 more are at levels. What is Kindled Magic? Got it. Disharmonic instrument. Use legendary Vudran techniques to craft a disharmonic instrument that incorporates pieces of Koflagard's heart. This is likely a tempura. The legend mentions other instruments and voice enhancers. That's a lot. Learn name. Oh, right. This is if for Secrets of Magic, if you use name magic, which is a whole thing. Yeah. Society, survival. I think let's try anything against this after 8 hours or less of exploration. If you do, you take a -5 penalty. Typical Sutter Village, take a mountain insular hamlet, desert city under siege. Barren Wasteland or City of Undead. Anyway, where was I going with this? So yeah, I was just looking at some of this. What's this do? Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Oh, they have a party stash system. Add like 10 gold. What happens? You can just then distribute. Or you can just have a party fund. It's kind of nice. Now, can you take items from this? Or add coins? No. What if I were to add a weapon? Let's just do this. Increase the quantity. Yeah, you can do that anyway. And this then drag it onto someone else's sheet? Yeah. Okay. That's how that works. I'm the kind of GM who really just wants to, like, not bother with players having to track stuff. So I would totally just give... You know what? Let's do that. Let's make an item. Create item. Item will actually be... Container? Container. And I'm gonna do... Shared bag of holding. I actually need to look up how bag of holding works, so I can copy parts of it. That would be GM Core. Treasure Trove. I think it's under Trappings of Power? Held items. Spacious pouch, here it is. Magical space larger than the outside dimensions. The bulk held inside the bag doesn't change. The bulk of the spacious pouch itself. The amount of bulk bags extra dimensional space can hold depends type. Okay. Let's... I'm actually going to close this. Delete this. Dang it. A container. Spacious pouch. Important. Okay. Mouse bag, get rid of panels. And change the bulk of the spacious patch itself. The amount of bulk. Bulk capacity, bulk ignored. Got it. That's how they get around that. Actually, I'm curious. There was a usage. Can you have etched? Onto something? Doesn't appear so. Oh well. Because my thought is I could make it a rune that you could etch onto a bag of holding. One second. Okay. Back only can only create amount of material. I'm just still needs to be able to fit through the opening. Broken is ruptured. Let's run. The shared version of the spacious pouch has linked tags that can be shared, that can be attached to other spacious pouches. allowing for the when these tags are clipped to another spacious pouch. That pouch can instead an A tag. Let's go to another spacious pouch. That pouches oh, that pouch when opened will now instead should I make it so they're made in a set? I could make it so they're made in a set instead. My first thought was that it could be like, you could distribute these things, that way you still need to buy the bags. But shared version of the spacious pouch comes in sets of 2 to 2 to 6. Increasing the price by 25 GP for each I'm actually going to leave it the same. Each bag after the second. So in a way, 2 bags is the same price. 3 bags would be $7.50. 1 bag is used to anchor. No, 1 bag is the primary shared. A primary shared spacious pouch and all other spacious pouches must be and this is the thing, I wanted to add a limitation to range, I'm thinking like 120 feet would be nice. So you can be a bit far away. Basically, this is to prevent the I send messages across the planet thing. 120 feet of the primary in order to Bishop must be within 120 feet of the primary in order to access the shared space. Oh. All bags in a set of shared spacious pouches are linked to the same extra dimensional space. Of the primary in order to access the shared space. Now, you could still do fun stuff with this, like get past like a security checkpoint or something, and then like pass things after that or something. But like you'd still have to be near a wall, or have someone else get close or something like that. The idea is bag is a primary shared space. Be within 120 feet in order to access the shared space. If they are outside this space, the interior is a normal bag. The bag acts like a normal... Is there like a sack or something? I'm curious. Sack. I swear this isn't a stone container. No, it is. Is it? Yeah. I guess it's not. I guess the sack is not technically a stone container. Chest can carry 8. Weird. Huh. Yeah, let's use the storage. That not save what I was writing? Are you kidding me? Fuck me. Well, I'm done with that. I think 100 feet is good. I'll keep that in mind for if I bother to write that again, because fuck you for not saving that. I guess when I clicked on SAC, it opened up with the... Because, like, only one type can be in a window, so, like, if I open this and then I open... No. No, that's not true. So why did it not save? It's not like I closed it. I know what I'll do. I'll probably make 2 items. A primary spacious pouch, which will be the same as a spacious pouch, and a shared spacious pouch, which will be 25 GP. Which you can then link to the primary spacious pouch. And I might do something like for each shared spacious pouch currently within 120 feet. No, because that means if you walk away. Probably just say for each one connected to it, its space increases by 5. So basically, if you really wanted to, you could get a 1-to-5 ratio of weight and have everyone walking around with a bunch of shared bags, which all connect to the same space. But only really work if you connect. Might be cheaper than the higher level versions. Items. Equipment. Let's do that. And the search button. I'm trying to remember what the different types are. Just increase. Uh, 25 to 50. Price increase. 75 to 300. Not the... Oh, then it doubles again. Type 4 doubles, but is the space double again? Not quite. I mean, in a way, it's cheaper to buy 2 spacious pouch type 3s. And you get more space for it. Yeah, it's like two bulk instead of 1, but whoop-de-fucking-do. Same price, double the space, for only like 1 more weight. Also, what's fun is because bulk is based off size, you want the person who's size large to buy the spacious pouch. What's the weight increase? Hold on, I need to open player core, equipment, there's a sidebar. No, those are quick packages. Oh, here we are. Table. No. It's the bulk that a creature is. Not here it is. Bulk conversions. So, a large creature can carry double the medium bulk. Yeah, it treats 1 bulk as light. And light... And it takes 10 light to make 1 bulk, right? Negligible items have a number of bulk value. Could be light. Chalk is negligible. 10 light items count as 1 bulk. And you'll round down. 11 light items count as 1 bulk. Items of negligible bulk don't count towards bulk unless you try to carry vast numbers of them. But yeah, because things sized for the creature are... So for example, if you were to get armor, that's 1 bulk for a small person, and then you were to get that same armor for 1 bulk as a large person, it would still be 1 bulk for the large person. However, it would... So 1 bulk is light. Something that's 1 bulk would count as 10 light. Is it 10, actually 10 times? Wow. Yeah. Larger creatures are less encumbered by bulk items than small or medium. Non-tiny creatures become overrun more quickly. Large creature treats 10 items of 1 bulk as 1 bulk. A huge creature treats 10 items of 2 bulk. Tiny creature treats 10 items of negligible bulk as 1 bulk. Negligible items work in a similar way. A huge creature treats items 1 bulk. A tiny creature doesn't treat any items having negligible bulk. Yeah. Ugh. I don't know why my nose is just insane right now. I mean, I did dust my apartment before starting, so maybe that has something to do with it. I didn't get my desk super well. I kind of got tired by the time I got to it. It was the last thing I dusted. So I just kicked a bunch of dust, and now I'm kind of, like, sneezy. Okay. Okay, here we are. Differently sized items. Morningstar size for medium creatures, price of 1 GP, bulk, 1 bulk. Okay, so the price does increase. And the bulk was half. That's interesting, actually. And there's half bulk rounding down to light bulk. Okay. So if it's 1 bulk, it's light. But if it's 2 bulk, then it's 1. Which kind of sucks. Most of the creatures treat bulk, and bulk gear size for scale the same way. Tiny or larger creatures can usually wear and carry about the same amount of gear as a medium creature. Got it. So things that, yeah, so the idea is that things sized for yourself are about the same. Higher level magic items that cost significantly more than 8 times the cost of mundane items use the listed value. Purchased materials, however, have a price based on bulk of the item. Once the bulk value is described, use the formula in the material entry. Okay, so magic items are priced basically the same because the value's in the item. Like, for example, I would argue, you know, a spacious pouch costs more than 8 times a backpack. You know, 25 versus 1 silver. 25 GP versus 1 silver. Therefore, it would not be a increase in price for a higher size. Okay. Where are you from? Oh, Pathfinder, someone's Pathfinder Society guide. Good cloth, iron mesh. 4 bulk items, and the first 2 bulk containers with essential do not count against your bulk limit. Bag is hardness of 5 and 20 hit points as long as the bag remains closed. It's not broken. Broken liquids can't seep in. It's kind of interesting, actually. It's not super great. I always get super distracted on everything. Okay, so let's do what I was originally planning on doing. So, one thing I need to do. We're gonna go back to here. I want to open up the bestiaries. I want to find some, like, humanoids that fit roles that I want. And then I'm gonna build them into, like, the other species. So let's go. Bestiary 1, Bestiary 2, Bestiary 3. Out of the Wild won't have any. Dark Archives probably won't. Guns and Gears might. Guns and Magic. Any different than the Divine Mysteries that just came out? Oh, no, this is more for divine spells and stuff, yeah. Okay, that's a thing. Lost Omens character guide is not what I'm thinking of. I'm really looking forward to the NPC guide that's coming out in January, February, one of those. I'm gonna open, like, Absalom, maybe Firebrands. They care a lot more about giving players options. But I'm kind of curious if they have some... World guide. I'm gonna look for, like, did I do... I mean... Might as well open you... Might as well open Book of the Dead, because even undead can actually be... interesting. Rage of Elements might, Secrets of Magic might, Crimson Gears might. I just opened up a bunch of books. Okay, let's look through some of these. Characters, Gunslinger, character options, equipment. I don't see... Let's... more character options. Frick are you? Beast gun. Interesting. I'm looking for... Okay. Doesn't seem like there are... No. Okay. No monsters here. Let's see. Book of Magic, Elementalism. These are different. Shadow Magic. Forged Armaments. Vacation. They do have class archetypes. Oh, this isn't new. I thought this was new. What is this for, though? Wizard. True name, that's right, there's a whole name thing I mentioned. Yeah, nothing here that seems to be... Rage of Elements, I'm pretty sure there are some creatures somewhere. Maybe. No. No. Wait, hold on. This is a creature. Hey, okay, so we got items. Okay, so they do have some creatures here. But I feel like we're going to be more elementals, not characters. Where are you? Spells. There we go. Yeah. If I don't see like a, elemental soldier, you're a genie. Yeah. I'm not gonna count genies because they're not quite what I'm going for. Also too high level. What are these things? They're elementals. Okay. You're neat. In a weird way, you actually could work. At least in an idea of breathe smoke, heat weapon. So there's a thing in the GM core, and I need to look out for these. Let's see. Building the game, building creatures. Reskinning. Where's the sidebar for base roadmaps? Yeah. Brute, Magical Striker, Skill Paragon, more of a, yeah. Skirmisher, high dex, low fort, high reflex, higher speed, sniper, high perception, high dex. So basically, yeah, soldier. I really do wish. So they're building creatures. I'm curious if they say anything about creature types in encounter design. You'll select creatures for encounter range from 4 levels lower, 4 levels higher. Creature costs some XP. Maps and terrain. Weather. Budgeting for terrain. Hazards. Dynamic encounters. Secondary. I'm curious what it says about time pressure. After all, when low trivial threat encounters have incredibly low chance of defeating the PCs, the decision can usually hold strength the PC, spend a few more rounds to defeat them. Counter, though it could be countdown directly related with the counter itself. For instance, if the ritual will grant a Lich apotheosis in 4 rounds, there was need to defeat the Lich before that. Area objectives, opponent synergy. Here's an idea. It's considered that PC's opponents work together as opposed to the PCs, but when groups of foes have been collaborating and fighting together for a long time, they can develop additional synergies. In each member of these tightly knit teams, a reaction triggered by their allies' abilities or another benefit based on their allies' actions. Just as a team of PCs learn how to best position the rogue to flank the enemies and minimize the harm they take from the wizard's fireball spell, NPCs can learn to complement each other strategies and avoid interfering with each other. On the opposite end of the spectrum, opponents with the poor coordination make the fight much easier. To remind this poor coordination between creatures is common, PC can use clever tactics, blah blah blah. Taken to its extreme, synergy can represent the action of a hive mind or a single massive creature. For example, instead of representing a kraken the size of a warship as a single foe, you could represent each of its tentacles as an individual opponent. Perhaps the kraken can sacrifice actions it would otherwise use to crush PCs, and its maw to use its tentacles more freely. In this case, you can model a field of tentacles as a complex hazard, mainly to reach the PC's movement. Yeah. So, this is something that I've considered. I actually like the minion system. It actually is a great way... Well, kind of. Basically, you can take one creature and basically give each of its limbs, 2 actions. And then its body 2 actions if you wanted to, really give a bit more of a challenge. It's a neat idea I thought of. Especially if you give, if it's a robot and you have... So they don't really say anything about... they mention synergy, but they don't really go into what kinds of creatures do well together. Because, like, I'm thinking of... And I really like 4E, because it put a lot of this in perspective. Let me go... RPGs... D&D... 4E... Books. I don't know, I have a separate folder for you, but I guess I do. Dungeon Master Guide. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that this is where I look at things like the artillery, controller, lurker, brute. They recommend... Wait, is this bad? Why would you ever? They recommend using brutes primarily, but that's dumb. Soldiers are better to use as a primary threat to prevent slogs. Yeah, lurkers are more situational. Controllers. Funny enough, I actually feel like Pathfinder can make better use of lurkers because not everyone gets AOPS. So they can dart in and out better. Well, more of a skirmisher, actually. Lurkers are more of a seek attack. So lurkers are rarely used as like a... yeah, basically they're more of someone that... Lurkers could honestly do better as a hazard in... a complex hazard in Pathfinder. Granted, in some cases it could be a creature, but it's not a great example. Artillery, basically ranged, whether arrows, fireballs, etc. Ranged things should be weaker. Brutes should be heavy hit. Should have lots of HP, hit hard, but have a low chance to hit and a low, low defense. So high HP, high damage, low chance to hit, low defense, or low AC. And if you think about this, you can be like, okay, I want a few soldiers who have a little bit high. Usually they have medium defense, medium. They either have average hit points and high defenses, or average or low hit points. Well, I'd probably say low hit points and high defenses, or average hit points and average defenses. I also like the idea of minions. Actually, I think they're bringing minions back because... Pulled my thing up too far. This is something that I noticed. I think they're bringing minions back, and I'm very happy about this in D&D 5e. To be fair, every good DM has learned about this and made it a thing. I think they called them fragile, and that's the whole thing. Is and I'm not finding it quickly, but yeah, the idea is that I just remembered. Yeah, so they called them fragile creatures. Actually, that reminds me. I made the wolf minions. I'm gonna call them fragile wolves. Fragile wolf. Yeah, so I need to... There's a section for settings. Pathfinder settings. Homebrew elements. Traits. Creature traits. Fragile. Save changes. Now I should be able to go fragile. Might need to... Is there a refresh button? Actors, Fragile Wolf. There we go. Now the thing that I'm unsure how to handle is, like, this encounter would be this encounter is this would be that's fun. A high CR. But I consider Fragile, which I basically use as the minion. I like Fragile because minion is used. I was trying to think of a way to call, because minion is a type of creature, or a trait already. And so I'm like, oh gosh, what can I do to call it this? And Fragile works. So I think they're bringing back. I'm happy about that. But besides calculating it out myself, basically my personal rule is if it's fragile, it's half the EXP. So basically it takes 2 fragile creatures to make 1 creature. I could make fragile creatures like minions and only have 2 actions as well, but I'd want them to have reactions. That's why there's a bunch of wolves. So, yes. So let's go back to what I was doing over here and looking through creatures. So I could reskin some of these creatures. I'm pretty confident at this point that it's not really going to be creatures enriched with the elements. I'll move you over here. I like having that as a reference. It's a nice reminder. Ancestries. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, nothing here. Hey, why is the GM core over here? I thought it was over here. Book of the Dead, I know, has some things. Grim Crypt. Yeah, turning things into vampires, zombies, etc. And it wouldn't work, it wouldn't work. There's just gotta be some in here that are like Undead Warrior. I should probably start... Hey, wait. Can I first rake? Okay, I'm actually going to need to take a break. I need to go to the bathroom, so I will be back. Let me actually... Yesterday I was just so out of it I hope that doesn't become a common Saturday feature. Come on. We'll do 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. Oh, let's continue looking. Cadaver's Rake. Critical fails a melee strike against the rake. The cadaver's rake. Going back ready retort. If the strike succeeds, the creature is frightened. Rank 2. That's fun. Let's do the Cadaverous Rake. I mean, it's supposed to be... what? It's supposed to be an undead. It's a sort of... honestly, the only thing that's off about it I like this, actually. Yeah. I'm gonna have to adjust its stats a bit, but let's add that as one of the soldiers. And can use it as a base. Oh, I never realized this was down here. I'm kind of dumb. I've been like opening sheets to get to stuff because I didn't realize. Search for Cadaverous Rake. Import. Humanoid. And something. We'll get to this. Rapier Striker, I guess is something I can call it. It's gonna be in the 7-2. I'm probably gonna want this to be a lower. This is gonna be a striker. XXX. No. X. Duelist. So, there are a lot of creatures in my world. Humanoids in total are not humanoids. Human-like. Elves, dwarves, humans, halflings. Gnomes, I think, will be a little bit different in my world. Basically, those four are all probably make up 30% of the population, with humans probably making up... I'm making stuff up right now. But basically, the idea is that my world is not human-centric. There are a lot of humans. The reason for that is just that humans are a relatively new creature. They are taking over, but they are not the established. Or would they be bigger? Humanoids, or human-like, would be, in fact, if I really wanted to, I should go into... although they're not the most recent. The most recent is Goblinkin. They're the ones from the most recent era. I have like 5 eras in my universe, in my world. Let's go to configure settings. I should add traits, creature traits, humankin, goblinkin, beastkin? Might be a thing. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Animalkin, then. Plantkin. I'm actually curious. Are Leshies humanoids? I'm curious about this. No, not you. Player. The humanoid and plant? They're Leshy and plant. Okay, so plantkin doesn't need to be a thing. Are goblins humanoid? I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah. So plantkin is not necessary. But animalkin is because, no, dragonkin, that's the other one. Any other major factions? So the first era is Dragonkin, second era is Animalkin, third era I didn't really have something in mind yet. Fourth era is Humankin, and then fifth era is Goblinkin. Oh, I think the third era... Hold on, let me turn on... over here. Chrome capture? Yeah. I come over here. Let's go RPGs. Did I put it in Pathfinder? I wanted to put it in Pathfinder. It's gotta be here. Yeah, this is where I was working on it. Primordial Dragons, ignore all of that. Deity. I've been starting to take notes here. Yeah. Human Tree of Life was me more saying humanoid Tree of Life. In fact, let me fix that. Yeah, Era of Beasts, Rise of Beastkin. Dragon's Rule. Yeah, the third era is something different. So, third era is the invasion of the worlds beyond, or whatever I decide to call it. So that's where you're probably going to get a lot of the weirder things, like... Oh, I forgot to hit. Okay. And Foundry's still above it anyway. There we go. Yeah, so I was just saying, ignore Humanoid Tree of Life. But yeah. I have a lot of... ignore these. This is some... That was from a long time ago. But this is kind of where I started recently. I gotta edit some of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is old. Basically everything from here on above is gonna be probably altered. But this is more recent. The 5 eras... Yeah, Rise of Humans is 4th era. It's the era of mankind, but mankind still probably only makes like... That's it, mankind, not humankind. So elves would be part of mankind. Same with dwarves and halflings. Fae, I plan to make... there are Fae, but I feel like gnomes would be a good option for... maybe... I don't know. I honestly could just make them like half Fae or something. I mean, they kind of are that. But yeah, this is me figuring out potential dragon types, unfinished. Dragon Tree of Life, unfinished. Melee Tree of Life, unfinished. Fairies, I was going through and kind of giving some interesting ideas. Taking both actual thoughts of things. I like this. So some of this, the pixies is like a reincarnated piece of a child's soul who died too young. That's actually a bit from like real life lore about certain types of pixies. Sprites are different. Yeah, so these are technically, they're not undead. They are Fae, but they are like a weird type of Fae. Oh, this is a fun idea. Outside opposes their soul. The more evil, the more beautiful, the more kind, the more hideous. So that's going to be a fun thing for Fomorians. Sprites. Yeah, so Sprites is a single race in Pathfinder 2e, which includes pixies, draxies, all the other types of sprites, etc. Oh yeah, fun breakdown, Farsi would be a, I'm confused with Farsi, which I think is a language, basically what you would call a male banshee. Deities, this is me trying to figure out deities, souls, afterlife. I've basically just been, this has been my notes thing. This originally was what I created. So I'm gonna have to go through and like change what's common, rare, and stuff. I also need to make more scaly things because Dragonkin is a whole subset and they're the oldest, so they really should be. And you really only have like 4 kobolds, Dragonkin, lizard folk, Nagaji. I think those are the only 4 I can think of. I'm actually curious. I guess you have fish humanoids. They can also probably come under that. Yeah, Kitsune and Kolo would be from the era of beasts. Same with Minotaurs, Ratfolk, Tengu, Tripkey. I could maybe make frogs. Tripkey a subsection of like Scalekin or Dragonkin. I mean, dragons made the world, so the first thing they made were humanoids that were actually, lizard folk were actually the first. Dragonkin were then made by the first deity dragons, and other ones were made by other things. The thing is, like, I don't like how everything has, like, a lot of the weirder things can just turn into people. Flesh warps would be probably from the era of the world invasions. Who are you, actually? Oh, I think you're... Oh, you're plant people. Technically, plant people are... Oh, yeah, they're the ones with, like, the flower faces. Where are you from? Impossible Lands? Okay. What could be fun is actually making the rhino people part of the scale section. So making rhinos like... That's a fun idea. We could make the rhino people kind of more of a... part of that subsection. That would work. I could also take something like steal something like the Shisk, who are basically just people who used to have feathers but don't anymore. They're like basically kind of bird people. But they lost their feather. They lost like the feathery part of their feathers. Now they just have like spines sticking out. Basically just the shaft. So, like, I could take some of these other things as... basically say, okay, this is... Basically, I'm going to take some of these... because this is something I dislike about... Shuni or dog people. I'm actually curious. Because what I find funny is they're very pug-like. I'm curious what kind of feats they get. Digging... what do they start with? Yeah, this wouldn't work. If I wanted to make them like dog people, but no, or like actual dog people, rather than pug people. Look at their heritages. I'm not dropping any frames. Why is this not loading? Might as well look at some of this. Oh, finally loaded. So sent. Panel. Just good luck, everybody. Stone speed. Yeah, basically, it wouldn't be too bad. I would probably just, yeah. In my world, Dragon Blood, that's what I'm thinking of, is a primary feat, or primary class. Do they have a... Yeah, Dragon Blood does not actually have a... but yeah, instead they have our lineage feats. And I need to figure out how to alter this a bit, but basically, you know, I'll have different elemental bases. And if I really want to, I could expand the whole elemental thing I was working on to include plant and... Ugh, it'd be a pain, but I could. Oh, and I could make it maybe like... Maybe. I have some thoughts about how I could incorporate that if I wanted to go to the... what Pathfinder's doing now, where they have 6 elements: fire, earth, air, water, metal, and plant. Wood, sorry. Wood's the last one. Well, here's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm jumping around... if there's ever a stream for me that is straightforward, I think I will owe someone like $100, because like my streams go all over well, that's not true. If I do start streaming a video game and I end streaming that video game, that is common. But outside of that, I'm very rarely on topic for an entire session. New sheet. Soul race ancestry equivalents. So let's go through. This is something I need to do. Where did I put that? Here it is. So, name, path, no, I'm gonna do sub-ancestry, Pathfinder, equivalent, D&D, equivalent. I might not fill out the second one. Actually, yeah, it should be PF2E equivalent, D&D equivalent. So, you know, I talked about Dragon Blood. I'm honestly just going Dragonborn. I've also considered Dragonkin. Sub-ancestry. I could do Unoid, like Dragonoid. Dragonoid. Kind of like that. Dragon Blood. Dragonborn. Lizardkin. Draconoid. Sword Folk. Lizard folk. Technically, lizard folk have a different name. What is their other name? No, it calls them lizard folk, but they're also... Eruxus. That's what they're called. Kobold. Draconoid. Kobold. Kobold. So there were some other ones which I was looking at. Actually, that might be kind of a fun take, is to take gnomes and make them like half human, half dragon. Like they're kind of like the blend between. But that would make them short, I don't know. So probably not. That was an interesting idea. Let's go through some of the other ones. Over here. Orc. Will be goblinoid. Orc. Orc. Elf. Humanoid. Humankin, because humanoid is something different. Elf. Elf. And, human. Humankin. Human. Human. Dwarf. Humankin. Dwarf. Dwarf. What's a fun name for, like, a dragon that's kind of more built like a tank? Like, alright, there's one other. Turtlekin? What are they called in D&D? Tortle. Draconoid. I don't know if there's an equivalent in Pathfinder. Are these people slow? I'm actually curious what they have. Alright, let's go look at the heritages real fast. Are heritages just causing problems right now? Secondary arms. That's interesting. Hold on. I have multiple arms? Yeah, they are kind of weird. Plus swim. Skin requires you to be this one or this one. Official horn is a tool or weapon. You gain a horn unarmed. Adapted to sunless regions of dense jungles. Soft flesh like in pigment. Crystal luminescence. Do they? So let's see. I don't think they have a sort of turtle people. Probably have to make it. Sylph Talos. Where are you? Range of elements. Tiefling. Undine. Oh, these are versatile urges. Over here. This is what I wanted. Because I don't think they have... They're just interesting. Anyone who's, like, turtle-like in any way that I can think of. Strix will probably be a good one for, like, the equivalent of, like, Aarakocra. I'm guessing they don't have one that's like a beak. That actually would be better if they don't, because it can imply that they have one. I can imply that they have one. Yeah, so I can do, let's say NA. Then, Avia. Eastkin. No. What did I just say they were? I think Animalkin. Yeah, Animalkin. Strix. Aarakocra. I just play Aarakocra. Aarakocra. There we go. Alright, double A. They belong in the same group. I need a name for this thing, like lizardy people who... I like the idea of... I don't really want a rhinokin. I don't know why. I want more... other things. Use no survivor and late magic or world. You don't need to eat or drink unless you're in a magic poor environment. Magic becomes so ingrained in your body that it changes the tradition of all the square spells magical tradition. Just trying to see if there's anything. Wings. Well, that's why they have, like, Something like casting fly? And they have the evolution thing. I'm gonna start doing a thing where if I don't know what to call them, I'm gonna do like a bracket. Oops. I like Avia. I think it's similar to something I made up a long time ago. It's pretty obvious what they are. And that would be... I don't know if there's like bug people. I have no idea what to call them. Probably put them as a type of lizard folk, honestly. But yeah, they're gonna be more lizardkin than rhinokin. Odd insectile features. Yeah, I like this being part of the... This will probably be a race that came about around the odd time. Probably as an evolution of Dragonkin. Or Lizardkin. It's kind of a nice thing to do. I'm doing more world building than working on my campaign, but that's fine. Races in D&D. 5e. Should honestly work. Oops. Wrong. Where are you again? Frog. Right, frog people. I have furbolgs, which are giant people. Githyanki, Githzerai, Goliath, Harengon. Oh, that's the rabbit people. Oh yeah, actually. There we go. Fairy? Small. So you still don't go tiny. There are two groups that I do need to think of, and that is Fairykin and Elementalkin, which are two other things which are unrelated to all the others. In theory... Oh, also Plantkin. Animalkin, Humankin, Goblinkin. Okay, I'm gonna... Cool. Yeah, I just want drop down. Animalkin, Draconoid, Elementalkin, Fairykin, Goblinoid. I'm just gonna call him Dragonkin. Fairykin, Goblinkin, Plantkin. There we go. There we go. Technically, Animalkin, Animalkin? No, Animalkin are their own thing. Humankin came from Animalkin, and Goblinkin came from Humankin. But Animalkin were based off Dragonkin, and Elemental and Plantkin were also based off Dragonkin. So Dragonkin were the first. There were a few other things made from there. Basically, Animalkin started as basically uplifted animals from an early deity. Elementalkin were made by the main dragons. Probably in like the second area, but they mostly came from the elemental planes. Plantkin was also made in the first era, but was never really a major thing. Tieflings and Aasimar are definitely things that are like... They're basically half something. That's why I'm not gonna do, like, Demonkin. Could, though. There's also Undead, which is different, though. Those are not... Like, I think actually if you go here, they're all versatile heritages. Aruvian and Drumar, which are the half-elf and half-orc. Epharite, which is... yeah, law. These are wood elemental people, changelings, vampires, which are half vampire, dragon blood, dustwalkers, who are kind of people raised from the dead, Nazi, who are chaos. Yeah, so they have, so that's the opposite of the, Epharite, which is law, Ganzi, which are chaos. They have Ifrit, Nephilim, which are good and evil. But then you have Oread, Suli, who are like multiple elements, Sylphs, which are lightning, Talos, which are earth, Undine, which are water, Oread, which are earth. Sorry, Talos are metal. Do I want to include 2 extra elemental planes? I could honestly easily make it so that, I have thoughts on how to do that. But the easiest way would just be exclude them as, like, elemental, basically exclude them. Aren't there, like, full people? Full elemental people as well? Or am I insane? No, what are Vinara? Oh, monkey people. Yeah, they actually would exist in my world, too. They were basically what gave rise to humans. Were they Finara? Oh, I do need frog people. Trip key versus Grung. Yeah, Grung. There actually is one more category. And that would be outsiders. I mentioned that like there were rifts that opened up, and that's where a lot of other kinds of things can come from. Let's add some colors to things. Dragonkin, you can be... There we go. Oh. Paste. Data validation. There we go. Berries. Dragonkin. Sprite. Berry. Traxie. And then you have... I think they just have a Sprite here, don't they? Or Fairy, yeah. And then Sprites. Berry. Actually, I should probably say NA. Can't play tiny creatures. Who's the sea elf? That's not 5e, that's TE. 5e. Anyway, what do they get? Speed, swimming speed, walking speed, air and water. Nara, Tengu. I do like Tengu. Are there Tengu? Oh, Kengu, sorry. It's definitely something I need to go through and do eventually. Oh yeah, I do need to do Goblin, Goblinkin, Goblin, Goblin. Actually, are bugbears separate? In Pathfinder? Do they have bugbears in this? I'm actually gonna go over here. I also need to update. I've downloaded a lot more songs, and I need to add them to this playlist. Oh yeah, those things. Boggard. So they're also kind of like frog people. Bugbear, yeah. This one. So does that mean there's no... You can't play a bugbear? Unless it's a hobgoblin... I could see it being a hobgoblin heritage. No. Okay, that's what the internet has to say. Playing a bugbear Pathfinder 2E. I'm a human. Fuck you. Stop giving me crosswalks. That looks good. That's interesting. That's cool. Give me 1 second. I'm going to copy this link into... There we go. So I can look at it later. Is this the same thing? Oh, okay, this is, yeah, just that. Yeah, Scribe PF2 tools, I've seen it before. It's a place where people post certain types of content. Yeah. So, I might have to make, like, my own. But, I'm actually going to make them. Oh yeah, that does remind me. Not you. Okay, I don't think they have them as a race. What are you? Oh, just like aquatic humanoids. Neat, but no. Shadow people. I'm actually curious. Hold on. Are they sometimes humanoid? They are. Interesting thing. I actually would probably not include centaurs in my world, given the way things go about. I could, but also reminds me. Did I look at them? No, they're the they're that. Yep. Honestly, I could probably just say sea elves. I know that they're a thing. I probably just use their stats. That just remind me? Nagaji? I think? Gaji. And you on D. Oh yeah, catfolk. Yeah. I'm actually going to do them separately. Tabaxi. Meladrin, which are kind of like an elf thing. Right. Yeah, I'm probably just not going to include centaurs or well, satyrs and centaurs in my world will probably be a type of fae, rather than... Actually, that's a good point. I could just include them and call them fae. I can... They have mermaids in... I don't think they have playable mermaids. New. I'm just gonna say NA. Centaur, fetchling. The thing about this is that they're a full ancestry, but they're kind of more like a sub-ancestry. I could probably make fetchlings a sub-ancestry in my world. Alright, Kitsune. Tune. I don't think they have... Funny enough, probably the easiest comparison would be a changeling. Honestly, I'd probably say... Probably going to specify Eberron just because they're not fae in my world. Yeah, so I'm going to say... So this is kind of the format. And something like... I actually should go through... Hello, those are folk. Merfolk. Good point. They're called, not called mermaids, they're called merfolk. Minotaur. Nagaji. Ratfolk. Yeah, they would be a thing. Is there a ratfolk? I think there is. Maybe not, actually. Shadar Kai. Shadowfell. Oh, so they're kind of the equivalent of the other one I was just talking about with the other people. Oh, and in my world, giants would be a type of fae. I don't think they have a satyr. Actually, something I'm going to do... Originating era. Turtlekin. This should be Hamilkin. I'll decide on some of you later. Oh wait, no. Oh no, Dragonkin. Sorry, Turtlekin should be Dragonkin. Probably second. Then I could see Avia being the second, you being the third. Put Beetlekin in third. Bulky lizards will probably be something like third. Fishkin will also be like third. And Snakekin can be second. Actually, Snakekin, I'll put Turtlekin in fourth. They're going to be a more recent addition. I should put Kobolds in fourth. I'm going to put Kobolds in fourth, actually. Turtlekin can now be second. Rabbit Folk. Monkey Folk are third. Frogkin second. I mean, I can. Dip validation. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Actually, berries will be interesting. Will be second, first. Oh, also, Leshy. Plantkin. They're actually going to be first. Kitsune second. Minotaur second. All Goblinkin are fifth. And Humankin are fourth at the earliest. I want you to wrap. There we go. There we go. I don't like the Anidai. I like the idea of spider people. Then I decided Yeah, I did. So Beetlekin I'm going to put in 4th. My big thought with this, though, is I'd like to remove their... Refuse exchange my token. Assume the form. Basically, I'd want to give them... I'm actually okay making them like shape changers, but I'd rather them start with hybrid shape and then have to get a feat to do human shape. Yeah, so... Gonna die. And NA. Basically, the two bug species... What did I do? The Beetlekin? So Beetlekin 3rd. Alright. I say those are full because that's how they're listed. They are a Roxas, but it's unnecessary. Oh yeah, I forgot. Actually, I'm curious about Knowles or Colo as they are now. Yeah, they're actually... What I'd probably do with them... No, starting with strength, gain temporary points in this level that lasts for 1 minute. Yeah, I'm gonna do... Animalkin. Colo. Null. Wolfkin is going to be Animalkin. Bird, and I'm gonna probably have to do, like, my thought is basically the Shuni altered. So I'm basically gonna give them good scent instead of bad scent. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for. Is there any sort of Wolfkin? I don't think so. I could go through... Oh wait. Where are you? Fishfolk. Well, that's gonna be, instead of CL, it's gonna be Loka. Lokatha. Yeah, obviously a skeleton. Like, a skeleton will be an outsider. Outsider. All outsiders will be third. Era. Golma are interesting. They're really just a unique thing, so I'm probably not going to really replicate them. They're fun, though. Puppets are interesting. Right, Strix. Where are you? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Let's go their heritages real fast. Filling the line. Training performance. I think I should have something. They would definitely look different, but having another dragonkin might be nice. I'm gonna call them Slender Lizard Kin. Crackers. Cancel suspension. Same friends. You can pose resistance. Yeah, innate venom, low light vision. Golden eyes. Some white. Venom clones are deadlier. Can't even let you blend. Heals wounds. I call them Slender Snakekin. And then run with the Nagashi, or run with the Snakekin second era. Oops, sorry. Dragonkin fourth. I'm actually curious about the Nagaji. I haven't looked into them much. Yeah, so you can get some that are like snake bottom people. Yeah, fangs, low vision. Guessing one of the heritages gives you poison. Upper bodies versus human, lower bodies of green white snake. T and what are they called again? Fish Kanya. Is there a skeleton? Yeah, they do have... Reborn. Reborn, that's the one I want. Okay, I'm gonna go... I'm gonna make changelings outsiders. Third. Everyone who's an outsider comes third. This will actually not be changelings, but instead, they do have... Do they have what are changelings? Does remind me. Tomata? That feels spelled wrong, but it will. We're outsiders. Third. I would honestly allow androids or automaton. And then, what are they called? Warforged. Now, I thought they did have someone who's like shapeshifty-y. It's not the Flesh Warp. Not the fetchlings either. So they just get dark vision. Yeah, they're just like shadow people. The problem is, changelings here are witch, or they're witch people, or hag people. Sorry, half hag. And they're a versatile heritage, which I should look at some of, actually. After I wouldn't exist because I don't really have that kind of thing in my world. Changelings, you know, I might take that. Dampier, Dragonblood, Duskwalker, Anzay the Chaos People, Ifrit, Naram, Oread. I probably won't include Sulia, honestly, as weird as that sounds, because I don't want, like, the multiple. Beastkin will be kind of a thing. Reflection. Can these people shapeshift? Probably not. Lineage. Um... Yeah, I'll probably say, funny enough, a reflection is probably the closest I would get to a changeling. Because changeling will be outsiders who are infiltrators. It's kind of nice to go through and like create a list like this. You could also take the kitsune and alter the kitsune. Because kitsunes are kind of the same thing. They have a lot of shape-shifting stuff. No, form determined by your heritage. If your heritage doesn't list a form, your alternate form is tailless form. Celestial Kitsune. Form is a humanoid. Yeah, most of them are humanoid, but your alternate form is a fox, which has the statistics of first level pest form, yeah. Yeah, most of them are basically just... It's basically two which are fox form, and then the rest are... Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it here. I've actually been streaming for quite a while. I feel like I made up for my weirdness yesterday. This has been kind of fun. It's been fun going through and like thinking about ancestries and stuff. I need to... There's one more human kin I'm missing, aren't I? Elf, dwarf, human, halfling. I'm actually gonna do that real fast. Because that'll be really easy. Halfling. Human kin. Fourth. Halfling. Halfling. Okay. Thank you all very much for watching. If you liked, you can follow. If you really liked, you can subscribe. If you need more convincing, should be here tomorrow at... Honestly, I feel like I'm going to be here less on Mondays, just because Mondays I always am so exhausted. But we'll see. I still try. There's one time, 2 weeks ago, where I wasn't horribly exhausted and I streamed on Monday. Anyway, at 7:30. When I stream on weekdays, I'm streaming at 7:30. When I stream on weekends, When I stream on weekends, I start at 10:30. If you're on YouTube, there should be another video up here. And a subscribe button over here. Pointing. Camera's right there. There we go. My brain was like doing it with my second monitor, not my camera. And once I remember, oh right, camera. I'm like, I remembered how to point. There we go. Grab over there. Comment any creatures you want me to put into my ancestry. What do you think might be fun? Or something I could input. Maybe I could find a way to input a unicorn or something. You know? If you have an idea of Or maybe you can think of a better alternative to some of these. Actually, I'd even accept like a good third-party option. But I need some other stuff. But yeah. Like, you know, Bugbear and stuff, I'd probably look for that. So, yeah. Like, follow, subscribe, and catch me live. Bye-bye.